your breakfast, but we are going to get started. Thank you so much. Good morning. I am Denise Drager, the Executive Director for the Harford Community College Foundation. On behalf of the Foundation, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you as we gather for the 2024 ATHENA Leadership Awards, proudly presented by PK Law. We are thrilled to celebrate an exceptional group of finalists for the prestigious ATHENA Leadership Award, the ATHENA Young Professional Award, and new this year, the ATHENA Organizational Award. The Organizational Award is presented to a woman-owned or woman-led business or organization who create a culture that encourages women employees to achieve their full leadership potential. An organization who gives back to the larger community of women by providing and/or supporting leadership development opportunities and initiatives. This category is recognizing women leaders who turn leadership into entrepreneurship. Each organizational finalist has a table here in the ballroom showcasing their mission. If you've not yet connected with them, please take a moment immediately following our program today. At this time, I'd like to recognize the Harford Community College Foundation Board of Directors. Throughout the Foundation's history, the dedication of board members has been vital in supporting the mission of Harford Community College and ultimately Harford students. A full list of Foundation board members is in your program. However, I know many of them are here this morning, and I'd like them to stand and be recognized. Foundation board members. As always, thank you for your time, talents, and leadership. It is now my pleasure to invite Eric Rebert, Chair of the Harford Community College Foundation Board of Directors, to the podium for some additional welcoming comments.
All right. Sorry, prop switch here. Thank you, Denise. And I'd like to thank everybody for coming out early this morning at this ungodly hour to attend this breakfast. It's one of my favorite events of the year. I've been coming here for a long time. I didn't realize the sun was up at this time. I really didn't. So we might need to talk about moving this to a brunch. I'd like to thank all of my fellow board members representing the Foundation Board here today, and congratulations to all the finalists. We're delighted to be joined by several distinguished guests this morning. As I call your names, please rise to be acknowledged. And I kindly request that everyone hold their applause till the end. And I do mean everyone, or I will call you out. So let's get started. With us this morning, Harford Community College President, Dr. Teresa Felder. Dr. Felder, there she is. I said hold it. Angela Rose. Representing Harford County Executive Bob Cassilly, Tiffany Stevens. Harford County Council President Pat Vincente. Harford County Council Member Jessica Boyle Sottles. Harford County Council Member Tony Giangiordano. Harford County Council Member Jacob Bennett. Representing U.S. Congressman Andy Harris, Carol Kipple. I saw Carol, there she is, okay. And University of Maryland Upper Chesapeake Health President and CEO, Elizabeth Wise. We also have Harford Community College Trustee Maud Krevker. And we have Harford Community College Trustee Karen Holt. 2023 ATHENA Young Professional Leadership Award recipient, Allison Cuneo. and the 2023 Athena Leadership Award recipient, Dr. Andrea Mountain Campbell. And last but not least, our keynote speaker, Kelly Scholes, Chief Executive Officer of the Maryland Tech Council. Okay, now you can clap. Thank you all for being here. We'd also like to thank each of our sponsors who are listed in the event program, but we would especially like to thank our presenting sponsor, PK Law, for their commitment and support of student scholarships and the celebration of women leaders. Same rules apply here. Hold your applause. We're also grateful for the Athena Young Professional Leadership Award sponsor, the Daily Record, the Athena Organizational Leadership Award sponsor, M&T Bank, and the Athena finalist sponsor, APG Federal Credit Union. Let's give them a round of applause. All of them. Additionally, I would like to publicly recognize our platinum sponsors. Beacon Staffing Alternatives, hold the applause. Freedom Federal Credit Union, Harford Bank, Harford Community College, you can apply for them, okay. Laurel Bush Family Dentistry, and Harford County Public Library. I would now like to welcome to the stage Harford Community College Foundation board member and Athena liaison, Monica Worrell.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm looking for the spot in the script that says stay put until Monica comes on stage. So that's where I know to start. Good morning, and thank you, Eric. It's an honor to be sharing space with all of you today. The Harford Community College Foundation stands for opportunity. We gather resources to fuel educational journeys, empower quality teaching, and open doors to higher education for all. Our mission is clear: to write success stories page by page. And within these very walls, we celebrate some of the most compelling chapters yet. I have the privilege of introducing you to extraordinary women, each with their own inspiring narrative. These remarkable individuals and organizations are finalists for the prestigious Athena Leadership Award, Athena Young Professional Award, and the new Athena Organizational Award. Let these inspiring women serve as a testament to the power of ambition, dedication, and unwavering belief. Their stories are just beginning, and their impact on our community will echo for years to come. So, be prepared to be captivated, for today, we honor not just achievements, but the potential for future chapters filled with purpose, progress, and boundless possibilities. So, please join me in a warm welcome as I call their names. You are allowed to clap after I say each of their names. For the Athena Leadership Award, Jennifer Redding, Executive Director, Behavioral Health Services, University of Maryland, Upper Chesapeake. Erica Feynman Bertoli, Workforce Community Outreach Lead, U.S. Army DevCon. Stacy Rebert, Assistant Vice President, Marketing and Corporate Communications, Harford Mutual Insurance Group. Pamela Smith, McKinney-Vento Liaison for Unsheltered Children and Youth, Harford County Public Schools. Now the finalists for the Athena Young Professional Leadership Award. Samantha Harris, Legislative Aide to Council President, Harford County Council. Lauren Beward, Business Development Manager for Vera Information Technology Systems. Leah Cottagio, volunteer manager, Anna's House. Stacy Guerin, assistant vice president of operations, University of Maryland, Upper Chesapeake Health. April Cheatham, Director of Community and Business Relations, Extreme Family Outreach. And the finalists for the first ever in Harford County ATHENA Organizational Award, SARC, the Sexual Abuse Spouse Abuse Resource Center, represented today by Chief Executive Officer Louisa Chiazzo. Beacon Staff and Alternatives, represented today by President and owner Shirl Davis Cole. Chesapeake Health Education Program, represented today by Chief Executive Officer Catherine Bennett. And Laurel Bush Family Dentistry, represented today by owner and Chief Executive Officer Dr. Mary T. Ray. Congratulations to each of you. You should take pride in the accomplishments you have achieved. I also want to thank and recognize all past recipients of the ATHENA Leadership Award and the ATHENA Young Professional Leadership Award who are here this morning. Can you also please stand and be recognized? We thank each of you for your continued demonstration of the ATHENA core tenets. Live authentically, learn constantly, build relationships, foster collaboration, act courageously, advocate fiercely, give back, and celebrate. I now have the great pleasure of introducing Dr. Teresa Felder, President of Harford Community College. Dr. Felder joined our community in 2021 and has been nothing but an exceptional leader for the college and other partnering organizations since day one. Thank you, Dr. Felder.
Well, good morning to all of you. So great to see you all. This is one of my favorite events of the whole year. And it sells out every time, so I'm excited again that this year we sold out again and we get to honor such wonderful women. So congratulations to all the finalists. You're all winners today. And another big round of applause for the finalists today, if you would, please. I have a few words to share with you, but first I want to recognize that today is the first day of Women's History Month. And I love to celebrate women. So I want to take a moment. All of us represent women in our own history, our own backgrounds. I represent a little tiny grandma that was maybe just a slight pound or so, over 100 pounds, that no one messed with. That's who I represent. You all have that same kind of story, but there's some beautiful, fierce women in this room. I want you to look around and give each other a compliment. Just find a woman, give her a compliment. Her hair looks great, her clothes looks great, her smile is wonderful. Make a woman feel good today. All righty. Guys, I hope you handed out multiple compliments. I hope you all, men, handed out a lot of compliments. All right, let me get you back. I'm sorry, I lost the whole crowd now. Let me get you back. All right, so today I'm delighted to celebrate our ATHENA leaders this morning with all of you. That crowd over there needs to calm down. That table right there. No, I'm just kidding. This program recognizes women and organizations in our community who've demonstrated excellence in their professional and personal lives. They've served as mentors to other women, women who have made significant contributions to their communities, promoted the advancement of women in leadership roles, and demonstrated leadership qualities. Athena leaders are an inspiration to all women in our community. They lead with strength, wisdom, passion, and generosity. They're innovators, fierce advocates in their professions. Today, we recognize 5 scholarships and emerging leaders scholarships. Again, this year, we will award 5 $1,000 scholarships and an additional $500 award to a student participating in the Emerging Leaders Program at HCC. These scholarship awards are made possible due to the growth and success of the Athena Leadership Awards. This program helps pay for those scholarships. So big hand for those that will receive those scholarships. The Emerging Leaders Scholarship honors and recognizes a student member of our Emerging Leaders Program. Under the leadership of Caitlin White, our Director of Student Life, and Chandler Segal, a Student Leadership and Program Specialist. This program prepares students to take the lead in the classroom, the workplace, and the larger community. It's designed to build and enhance the leadership skills of our students, skills that will benefit them for life. So I have the privilege today to announce our student speaker, and again, if you know me, you know I love students, absolutely adore students, and I love to hear their stories. And so you will get to hear from one of our best and brightest students today. Today we have the pleasure of hearing from Jessica de los Santos, an Emerging Leaders Program recipient. Jessica is a triple major in biology, chemistry, and nursing. So she's not bored. She's an overachiever in every way. She is founder of the Helping Hands Student Volunteer Initiative on campus. This has kickstarted the highest levels of student volunteerism at Harvard in many years. Her goals are giving back to her community and to help anyone and everyone she can through nursing and healthcare. She is charismatic. She's a genuine leader with the strongest go-getter attitude I have ever met. Jessica has an incredible story. I've spent time with Jessica. We've actually traveled together a bit, and she's a real go-getter. So please give her a warm welcome as she comes to the stage to share her story.
Good morning. I have been at Harvard Community College now for 3 years because of the triple major. And regardless, I've been forever grateful for the opportunities in life that I got to experience in this institution. Again, I switched my major 3 times. I was a math major, biology and chemistry double major, and now a biology, chemistry, and nursing triple major. At one point in my life, I was in the National Science Foundation for STEM, being mentored by Dr. Supawan King. I was the president of Math Club and Mu Alpha Theta, secretary for Engineering Club, networking with an Aberdeen Proving Ground employment recruiter to help me get connected with labs of interest. Reached out to an HCC alumnus that earned a place in a program at APG that I wanted to be a part of. I was set to have a shadowship program at a bioinformatics company after completion of my associates in math. I was on my way to a whole career in this pathway within 1 year alone. And then this direction took a turn when a series of deaths and losses in my personal life occurred within a short time interval, catalyzing the change in my career interests. I let Dr. King know about this change, and she helped me get an internship at the Towson University Bridges to Baccalaureate program. I got to work with immunologist Dr. Aaron Harvards, learn a list of lab skills, present both an oral and poster presentation on immune mice cell response, and got paid to do all of that. I learned about the need for greater diversity in medical professions, the opportunities to travel and serve communities with lack of accessible healthcare. And I realized that I definitively wanted to be in the medical field. I researched affordable programs, found a reputable one in the institution, and am currently in the second semester of the HCC nursing program. I hope to be a research and travel nurse, learning about new cultures, sharing new information, and providing a service pertinent to the evolving climate of varying illnesses and increasing costs of living globally. I have found myself president of the Honor Student Council, vice president of scholarship for Phi Theta Kappa, the International Honor Society for Community Colleges, and co-founder for the Helping Hands Initiative. In the fall 2023 semester alone, with the help of my leadership mentor, Mr. Chandler Segal, I instigated a partnership with 3 nonprofit organizations to directly aid Harford County residents. I was able to help organize a campus-wide food and clothing drive for the Office of Student Life Resource Center. We raised $700 in monetary funds, obtained hundreds of grocery store gift cards, and received plentiful donations of food and clothing, so much so that we were able to expand the food pantry and implement a new closet on the campus. We were able to partner with the Harford County Health Department and coordinated a youth symposium. I became a volunteer lead for their organization, aiming towards educating minority youth on their health. Together, we implemented a wellness education program and distributed free hygiene items to over 150 middle school and high school girls at the Abingdon YMCA. Lastly, and I think honestly really, really impactful, one of the most impactful ones that we did last semester, was help build a home from the ground up for a family in Havre de Grace with Habitat for Humanity. Outside of Maryland, I became a student leader for the 2023 Alternative Spring Break to Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary, with Director of Student Life, Ms. Caitlin White, and Student Wellness Specialist, Ms. Laura Burke. Our group participated in coral fragmentation research with the Boy Scouts of America Sea Base. We conducted storm drain stenciling with the Reef Relief Organization and initiated our own independent beach cleanup at the Fort Zachary Taylor State Park, all of which to support the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association's mission of reef restoration. Our service learning project became eligible for presentation at that year's Scholar Summit, which then got published on the HCC website as a highlight for the institution. Ultimately, my achievements have recently granted me a nomination for the 2025 MCHC Ports Award by my long-term mentor and honors program coordinator, Professor Chris Jones. I feel grateful for the community that has allowed me to flourish in these 3 years. I feel fulfillment as I now get to mentor new student leaders in their own academic projects in my roles as a student orientation leader and programming leader in the Office of Admissions and the Office of Student Life. Most honorably, my experience has allowed me to gain consideration for presidency in the Student Nurses Association for the upcoming 2024 through 2025 academic year, merely in my short time in the nursing program. My community has allowed me to feel immeasurable confidence in all aspects of my personal, academic, and professional life. Overcoming grief, surviving the many occasions of mental turmoil, and rebuilding my identity at the number that I had to would not have been possible without the relationships that I built. I found that leadership is the relentless ability to be able to get up over and over again, despite the challenges that inevitably wreak havoc down on us. I feel greatly flattered to be in this ballroom of exceptional women, celebrating our contributions to our community. Our strength is a light that guides people to their own triumphs. We show people how we can all move forward to a better tomorrow. In closing, I want to thank everybody for coming out today and supporting this event. I've spoken about my exceptional experience numerously in legislative receptions, Board of Trustees meetings, STEM division meetings, and many others to improve and maintain the excellence of HCC programs. All just to say all these fantastic opportunities, meeting these important people in my life, experiencing everything that I did at HCC, everything that I am experiencing right now, would not have been possible without the scholarships that paid for my tuition in the first place in this institution. For that, I am endlessly grateful and honored to meet you all at this breakfast. The Athena Leadership Scholarship, in particular, about what it means to be a leader, about how we can use our individual powers to unite communities is so important in empowering and encouraging more students to fulfill their own roles. I hope we continue using this breakfast to support more students in experiencing everything that I did and more. I hope we can continue recognizing students that become leaders, that become catalysts of change in our communities. And I hope we can continue staying united in supporting more leaders of our world. On behalf of all the past and present and future recipients that have been supported, is currently being supported, and will be supported by the scholarship, thank you.
Thank you so much, Jessica, for being here. Your words are always very inspirational, and I appreciate you so very much. You do Hartford Community College proud, so thank you very much. Another hand for Jessica. So stories like Jessica's are possible because of the partnerships the college is fortunate to have within the community. I mean, this is evident here this morning by all of you who are here, and for the sponsors that continually support this event year after year. 8 years ago, the College Foundation decided to host this event, and I'm here to share with you today that to date, we have awarded $31,500 in Athena Leadership Scholarships to 41 students. And that's thanks to all of you, so thank you. I have the pleasure now of introducing our keynote speaker. Kelly Schultz is a mother, wife, successful small business owner, and served 7 years in Governor Hogan's administration as the Secretary of Labor and Secretary of Commerce. She currently serves as the CEO of the Maryland Tech Council. In her most recent role as Secretary of Commerce, Kelly oversaw the state's primary economic development agency, responsible for attracting new businesses, job growth, and workforce development. In 2015, Kelly was appointed as Secretary of the Maryland Department of Labor, Licensing, and Regulation. Under her leadership, Maryland's apprenticeship program grew to its highest level since 2008. In 2018, Kelly assumed her role in the Department of Commerce, where she continued her positive approach to building relationships with various industries to improve their opportunities within the state. Kelly likes to promote prosperity with a purpose, bringing more opportunities to the state, which has an effect on those who would not otherwise have those opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Kelly Schultz.
Hello, good morning. I was promised that if I came back to Harford County, good morning, Councilman, good to see you, that I was going to be inspired. And so far, so good. I am so inspired already. I mean, talk about mentors. I think I need Miss Santos as my mentor. I think she's got this all down to a science. Congratulations, young lady, on a job well done. Happy to be here. And of course, thanks to everyone that helped to get me here today. I appreciate being a part of inspiring other women. Whether or not I can do it or not, I think just the fact of us all being together, yes, at this early hour, but that's okay. We can all get something from each other on where we can go and how we can succeed in our personal and professional lives. And to all of the award finalists, wow, so cool. It sounds like you guys are members of a very elite group here in Harford County, so we give you lots of great thanks. And then we're going to find out who those finalists are and who walks home with the recipient of the awards. But when we think about, these students, where they have come, where we think about, our community leaders, I can't help but, kind of look back on where I have been and the inspirations that have gotten me to this point. I love my new career, CEO of the Maryland Tech Council. We're doing inspiring things in people's lives and changing people's lives and growing and expanding. But how did that happen, and how did we get here? And everybody has a story. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about a few things that really helped to get me to where I was, and hopefully some of our young people in the room will be able to take some of that home with them. But mentoring. We can't do anything. Back in the day, I don't think we really called it mentors. We just called on those people that really listened to us. I remember when I was an adult student at Hood College, my children were the same age of some of my classmates. I was the non-traditional student. But I had a wonderful, wonderful mentor. I didn't know she was a mentor then. She just opened up her door and she talked to me. And she let me talk about how it was difficult, making this transition from motherhood and parts of my professional life into the educational world. And Dr. Zaki, she said, Kelly, what's holding you back? Just do it. Just make whatever you can out of the opportunity that's given to you. Look at every single day as if it's an opportunity, and it's going to be fine. And boy, was she so right. So when I look at the rest of the people that I come into contact with every day throughout my professional lives, sometimes we just need to look at somebody and say, it's okay. You're doing the right thing. You have support. Do what you need to do. And oh, by the way, I might know somebody that you need to talk to. And as we get through our professional lives and we come in contact with all of these people, how important is it to have somebody in your life that can just say simply, I have somebody that you need to talk to. And that's how this world continues to move around. And those are the people that you need to know. So find that person that one day is going to say, I know someone that you should know. And you'd be amazed the difference that makes in somebody's life. So I'm glad that Athena has these awards here and these events, because everybody in this room needs to know each other and be able to introduce somebody outside of this room to this cause. So the other thing that I want to talk about is preparedness. So I was a member of the House of Delegates a long time ago, and it was very interesting because you also have some mentors there and you learn things. But as an incoming member of the House of Delegates, I represented my constituency in Frederick County. I continued to ask myself, how in the world do these people know so much to be able to say yes or no on any specific issue? What I learned is that some people don't know a lot. I really wanted to know a lot. So I made a point that every single night I was going to go back and I was going to read every bill, or at least the fiscal note, for those of you in the know, so that I could know how I wanted to be able to move forward. Preparedness is half of the battle. When you walk into a room, be prepared, know who you know and know what they need to know about you, and understand the root basis of every opinion that comes out of your mouth. Sometimes those opinions should stay in your mouth, but that's okay too, right? Because we all have this developing personality. Preparedness is a really big thing. The education, the understanding who you are, why you're going to be in a specific space is critical to whatever you want to do in the advancements that you want to make. Because we are our own individual being, but we also represent all of us in this room and all of us outside of this room, and we want to be able to make sure that we're representing in the best way possible. Now, I'm not going to say I always voted correctly or I always made the right choice, but I can say that I knew why I was making those choices. And that's super, super important. Preparedness is a big deal. That mentioned that I was Secretary of the Department of Labor. I walked in 2015 thinking that I knew the world about the Department of Labor Licensing and Regulation. Oh boy, was I wrong. With about 2,000 employees and an understanding of some of the major policy issues, what you don't know is the things that you don't know, and how are you going to get to know them? And that is shut up and pay attention and listen to the experts that are in the room. And I think that is another big part, the other pillar of where we need to go. We need to listen. We need to have empathy. We need to understand what is happening in somebody's world so that we know that there is a problem to solve or an initiative to be involved with, and you don't know that until you shut up and listen. And I've had so much fun doing that. And we were able to make great changes and great paths towards that prosperity with a purpose just by understanding what the issue is and who those individuals are that actually need to be assisted with what you're trying to do. And that has been so much fun. And I'm going to leave it with this, because I think the most important thing is finding out who these wonderful awardees are. Integrity. Sometimes the world, looks at integrity, and it's an often sought out way of being, and some people just really don't understand the meaning and the why and the what so about integrity. I'll say I am now the very, very proud grandmother of 2 beautiful grandchildren, a little boy and a little girl. My boys performed well. They gave me exactly what I asked for. Finally, all is forgiven from whatever they did years ago. I have my grandchildren, it's amazing. But at this point in time, I look at every moment, every decision, every opportunity to make sure that my grandchildren now will be able to look back and say, I'm really glad and I'm really proud because my yaya did that. Right? Think about it in that perspective. And every single day, no matter where you are, every decision that you make, you have the choice to make it based on your own integrity. And you will be challenged, Ms. Santos, every day. You will come upon challenges that are going to ask you to go in a different direction. I'm saying don't be tempted. Stick to that role that you have of your own personal integrity and how you want to make your children, your grandchildren, your friends, your neighbors, your spouses, how you want to be seen by them in a light that is going to live with you eternally. And those choices are sometimes the hardest choices to make, but I promise you, they will be the longest lasting, most inspirational choices that you can make for yourself. Sometimes tough, but so worth it. I am so happy to be here with all of you today, and I look forward to being inspired for the rest of this event, and can't thank the college enough for having me here and being able to meet all of you, some again in person. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your inspirational words and making the choices you did for us. Another round of applause if we can. And on behalf of Harford Community College, the people in this room, and the citizens for all that you've done, a gift from us. Thank you. It's all about the script, guys. So, I'm now pleased to bring us to the awards portion of the program. However, before I do, I'd like to share with you a little bit more about the Athena Leadership Awards and how we arrived at this morning's finalists and recipients. The Athena Leadership Award is a nationally recognized award under the umbrella of Athena International, whose mission is to develop, support, and honor women leaders and those who inspire them to reach their full potential by offering unique impactful leadership development, and award programs. The Harford Community College Foundation welcomes the nominations of anyone who meets the awards criteria. A volunteer selection committee is identified to review the applications. Applications are scored using a numerical rating system provided by ATHENA International. It's not an easy task reviewing these applications, as all nominees showed excellence in the 3 criteria of assisting women in leadership, professional accomplishment, and community service. Our selection committee did a wonderful job, and they do each year, and we thank them for volunteering for their time to process this. Now, the ATHENA leadership model includes 8 core tenets. This year, we've chosen to highlight foster collaboration and learn constantly. ATHENA International elaborates on this core tenet by adding, ATHENA leaders live out their convictions. We've asked each individual finalist to respond to the following question. How does your leadership style foster collaboration? Give an example of time when you were in a collaborative setting and it forced you to learn something new about yourself or in realizing your strategic goals. We are pleased to showcase each of our individual finalist answers for both the ATHENA Leadership Award and the ATHENA Young Professional Leadership Award. Please watch the screen. Or not.
I think my leadership style fosters collaboration truly by my genuine belief that everyone has something to offer in a given situation, whether it's professional experience, personal life experience, genuinely believing that everyone has that piece to offer. In regards to an experience that I've had, something that comes to my mind is early in my leadership journey, I was working for an organization that had the idea of bringing middle management, so managers and directors together to talk about different concerns, and it sounded like a great idea on paper, but our first meeting we came together and our CEO very quickly shut down the first person who had courage to sort of raise their hand and identify an issue while also providing a solution, and that taught the rest of us in that room that it was not a safe space. It was not a place to take risks or to brainstorm or come up with solutions. And so my takeaway from that very early on in my career was that that was not what I wanted to do as a leader. In order to create collaboration, it's not something that genuinely sort of happens. It has to be fostered. And to foster collaboration, you have to genuinely want to know what others have to say. You have to foster trust and authentically seek that input. So that is what I really instill in my leadership style even today.
For the past 15 years, I've led the Workforce and Community Outreach Office at DevCom C5ISR Center right on APG. And one of the greatest parts of that position is that I am constantly surrounded by all sorts of different people, kindergartners, college students, members of the community, members of the workforce. And at the end of the day, everything that we do, myself, my team, and the program at large, is about learning. It's about meeting people where they are and helping them have those experiences that are going to help them get to the next place that they want to be. I work with a team of incredible professionals who actually do this every day, reaching out, sitting in classrooms, doing whatnot, and I think I have learned more from them over 15 years than they have probably learned from me. My department as a whole, we really focus on the concept of collaboration, of being a team. One of the first lessons I learned from my very first mentor was that the smartest thing to do as a leader was to surround yourself by people who know all the things you don't know. And I've been fortunate enough to do that. I think the lesson, though, that I have learned from my team and from the people who sit next to me every day is that I can't do everything, and that it is an incredible kind of arrogance to think that I can do everything. And so that I need to stop that. And I need to rely on the people I work with and trust them and respect their experience, knowing what they bring to the table and knowing that they're going to get it done. And I just am so fortunate that I've had an opportunity to grow in that way and understand that letting people in is not failure, it's growth, and it's an opportunity for us to team and succeed together.
My entire career has been in the marketing and communications field, so creative concepts and solutions were always part and byproduct of working in a collaborative setting. Carrying that into managing my teams over the years, I've encouraged participation, exchanging of ideas, and sharing of opinions. I was excited to share my perspective or a view on a topic or a project and assumed that my whole team would jump at the chance. However, when I conducted a 360 on myself with my team, some of the feedback was that not everyone could spit out an idea or an opinion at a moment's notice or when I asked. So while they were appreciative of my trust and desire to include them and excited for the opportunity, they conveyed that I wasn't giving them the time they needed to clearly assemble their own thoughts and explore and present the best version of what they wanted to share. I learned that I needed to factor in their individual work style better, and even that brainstorming and creative collaboration required some pre-work of sorts to ensure that everyone has the opportunity to bring their full self to the process. In response to that feedback, I'm adapting my leadership style to be less eureka and more thoughtful, with steps like sending a preemptive email with a topic and a notice that I'll be circling back to get their thoughts at a future time. And now when I have an innovative idea or a thought that I want to explore further, I'll add a note to a team member's file to bring it up at their next scheduled meeting. This way, I don't lose my own excitement and in pursuit of a new concept or a solution, and they have the time they need to be deliberate, thoughtful, and fully engaged in the collaboration process.
Leadership is crucial to collaboration. It is important to me that I foster collaboration in my everyday work. With collaboration, it is important that the team members are engaged. I facilitate communication, make sure that everybody's opinion is heard, that everyone is empowered, so that everybody can reach the same common goal. To give an example of leadership and my style is recently during a meeting, there were several questions that came about why families are not engaging, why they are not moving forward, and what is happening to make sure that they transition into a stable situation. I always have to think that everybody's life experiences are not the same as mine. So I have to respect other people's opinion and what they have been through, because that drives a person's outlook on situations and how they view certain entities of what's going on. So it's my responsibility to listen and make sure that my life experiences give them an outlook on what is going on. They may not have understanding because they have not been through some of the same things that I have been through, in order to look at things through a different lens, as well as what the families and the community has been through. You can't limit your thinking, because what that does is it does not help you meet the common goal of the team and be collaborative. It impedes the success of families and moving them forward. It impedes building up women. It doesn't foster the appropriate environment for people to thrive and to change the trajectory of their life. It limits people's ability to conquer their goals. And the purpose of collaboration is to foster the common goal, and that is to help people move forward, gain an understanding, engage them, make sure that you are giving them a positive outlook in order to change their lives. So you just want to make sure that you facilitate that when you're focusing on moving a family forward and children forward in a team effort.
My leadership style has always been to lead by example and help others along the way. Bodybuilding is not a team sport, but over the past few years, I have learned that collaboration creates champions. This past season, I was afforded the opportunity to collaborate with several female athletes, many of whom I would be competing against in upcoming shows. Rather than each of us focusing solely on our own training, I saw this as an opportunity to lead by example and set the tone for collaboration through sharing our knowledge in fitness, nutrition, and the sport of bodybuilding. Personally, I was able to help several of these athletes find ways to improve their training and even learn some new things for myself along the way. As a result of these collaborative efforts, many of us placed within the top 5 categories, and I achieved my pro athlete status. I credit this success directly to approaching competition with a collaborative mindset, which led to me making several lifelong friends along the way.
So I have to level with you. This is an area that I have really struggled with. I'm not saying that I'm afraid of collaboration. I mean, I've certainly had to do a lot of collaborating when planning large-scale events. But I think that learning to let go of the reins is something that's really difficult for people who have a type A personality or any kind of perfectionist tendencies. I think back to undergrad, all the group projects where I ended up doing 95% of the work myself because I wanted us to get that A+. And I think that as women, we tend to think that we need to do it all. While we are super women, it's true, we also need to recognize our limits and learn how to ask for help and delegate when we need it. So this is a challenge that I've set for myself since becoming a manager. When I see someone struggling, it is so easy for me to step in and take the burden from them, fill in the missing pieces on my own. But what does that truly accomplish? I've learned that the best leaders are those that vest their people with responsibility to allow them to learn and grow. Sometimes it means that they'll fail and fail spectacularly, but with every failure comes a lesson and a path to improvement. It's like being a parent who just took the training wheels off of a bike and you're holding on to your child as they learn to pedal and balance, but eventually you need to let go so that they can move independently. And that's what I really try to do for my team. Give them the tools they need to grow and shine on their own. I think that's what really makes a good leader.
I live by 2 quotes. One my father gave me that is a winner never quits and a quitter never wins. And the second is one that I adopted 6 years ago from my direct supervisor. That is, we work smarter, not harder. So I believe in actively listening to the people around me, working together for one goal. And that really brings the best out of myself as well as everybody else. One thing that I can talk about that really has proven to myself about I can be a leader and bringing awareness to something is our annual Anna's House breakfast that is actually getting ready to happen in April. I oversee that. And we work with the Early Head Start program. We work with Anna's House as well as community partners to really bring awareness to what Anna's House is, what Early Head Start is, and making sure that the community is aware of what is in Harford County. Pretty much, like I said, it is all about coming together. Teamwork, they say, always makes the dream work.
Sure. So my leadership style fosters collaboration in that I have a servant leadership mentality, and I believe that comes from my background in nursing. I truly care and have compassion towards the people and the teams that I work with, and that really fosters a feeling of trust and transparency, and I really feel like it builds a psychological safety that people can then grow off of. So I pride myself in that. I feel like I kind of exude that servant leadership mentality, and people are able to collaborate very well under that kind of leadership and have the trust that they can share openly. and without judgment. So a recent experience I've had opening the new medical center in Aberdeen, we have different processes in place. We have different skill sets and limited resources that we had coming from the Haverty Grace location. So we had to think about how we take care of patients differently and what does that look like, especially if a patient becomes critically ill. So working with a collaborative team, they were able to poke holes in a lot of the things that I was thinking and proactively bring up issues. And I think that leadership style that I had allowed them to be able to share openly and allow us to solve issues and workflows for our new medical center that we wouldn't have been able to without that kind of open communication.
So with Extreme Family Outreach, we work with low-income families in Harford County, and we help them to be self-sufficient. I was one of the families, and I've been able to use my lived experience to help others. So we created a youth leadership retreat. It was a mental health retreat, and we had about 40 youth leaders there. And it was all different youth leaders from all over Harford County that came from different stages of trauma and different mental issues that they had. And we created this mental health retreat so that we can help them to be able to be better prepared as far as anxiety, mental health, as far as dealing with social issues that they may have. One of the things that I had to do was that I had to create a group of different adults to help with that, which everybody has a different personality. So creating that different groups of volunteers to come in and be able to pair the kids up with adults that I felt would be more compatible, adults that will understand what they're going through and be able to help them a little bit more. This was probably one of my fondest memories. I'll always think of this whenever I think of collaboration.
So you can see just how impressive and thoughtful each of these women are. They are truly remarkable leaders who demonstrate fierce advocacy for women in our community. As a part of their recognition and demonstration of Athena core tenets, please take some time to visit our organizational awards finalist tables that you see on the outside of the room. Finalist tables will also be located here at the conclusion of the event. Since becoming an Athena finalist is an accomplishment itself, each finalist is also receiving a signed copy of Living Athena, the 8 principles of Athena leadership personalized for this occasion by the author, Martha Mayhood Mertz, and provided by APG Federal Credit Union, who is our 2024 finalist sponsor. We're happy to celebrate each and every one of you. I would now like to bring Christina Floyd of M&T Bank to the stage for presentation of this year's new Athena Organizational Award.
Thank you. As this event continues to grow, the new Athena Organizational Leadership Award category was added. This award recognizes businesses and organizations that ignite, amplify, and celebrate leaders that are women. This award highlights organizations that are creating a culture of inclusive leadership and implementing processes that create opportunities for women's professional advancement and growth, and who give back to the larger community of women and girls by providing and/or supporting leadership, development opportunities, and initiatives. The organization for the 2024 Athena Organizational Award, this women-owned business for over 2 decades, has been training and mentoring women in the workplace. They prioritize philanthropy in their profession and offer their services to other nonprofit organizations. Their CEO is a past recipient of the Athena Leadership Award. They've been voted Best of Harford since 2016. They're an award-winning practice built on 2 pillars, exceptional patient care and empowering their team. Finally, they continue to offer experiential education opportunities to high school and college students, including 9 interns from Harford Community College. Please join me in congratulating Laurel Bush Family Dentistry as the 2024 Athena Leadership Award. Accepting the award for Laurel Bush Family Dentistry is Dr. Mary Teddy Ray.
I'm short. I'm so nervous, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. I have so many people to thank. I'm short. I have so many to thank for this award, but I guess I will start with my staff that work with me every day. Thank you, the present staff and previous staff members. Thank you. I would like to thank my fiancé who came all the way from Chicago to be with me today. I love you. And I would like to thank the people of Fairfield County that support us every day, that believe in us, and continue to believe in us, and value our service, and just keep us going. I'd like to share this award with SAC. I've been on the board for 6 years before. I know what you do, and thank you for helping women and everything you do. I have also been to the VA hospital in Perryville. I've seen the veterans. I know the struggle is real, and thank you for building homes for our veterans. That's for sure. And my friend Cheryl, where are you, Carol? Cheryl, where are you? Cheryl, I met Cheryl many years ago. It was back in December. It was a very cold day. And Cheryl was outside Target store, and she was actually ringing the bell, raising money. And I think I gave $1 or $2 in that kettle, I believe. And that's how I met Cheryl. And I said, when I grow up, I want to be just like her. And here we are. Thank you, Cheryl. For the committee that awards, select their winners, I thank you. But really, I'm just a recipient. I'm not the winner. The true winners of this award are the people of Fairfield County who support us every day. We cannot be here without the people of Fairfield County. They support us, they give us, and they force us to do more and more. And so for the people of Fairfield County, this is for you. And thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Ray and Laurel Bush Family Dentistry. For the presentation of the Athena Young Professional Award, please welcome Suzanne Fisher-Hutner of the Daily Record and Allison Cuneo, Contract Specialist for the Medicare and Medicaid Services, and our 2023 Athena Young Professional Leadership Award recipient to the stage for this year's presentation. Thank you.
Good morning. The Daily Record is proud to sponsor the Athena Young Professional Leadership Award. It is of great importance to help us inspire and recognize the young women who demonstrate excellence and innovation in their leadership. We celebrate all inspiring finalists who have demonstrated excellence in their professional and personal lives. An Athena Young Professional nominee is an emerging leader who demonstrates excellence, creativity, and innovation in their business or profession, serves as a role model for young women personally and professionally, is 40 years old or younger, and has a minimum of 5 years professional experience, and provides valuable service to improve the quality of life for others in the community. The 2024 recipient of the Athena Young Professional Leadership Award. This finalist makes it a priority to give back to her community through her volunteer efforts and board service. Daily, she amplifies the Athena leadership model through her willingness to give back and foster collaboration. She serves as a mentor and educator to victims of abuse. She is a volunteer and coordinator who isn't afraid to go to the front lines and get involved. Has received several awards of excellence and leadership in her industry. Finally, she recently co-published Human Trafficking, It Takes a Community to Respond and Only One Person to Make a Difference. Please join us in congratulating Stacy Guerin, Assistant Vice President of Operations at University of Maryland, Upper Chesapeake.
Good morning. Sorry, I'm an emotional sap, so I'm going to just put that out there up front. I am super honored to win this award. I didn't even think it was possible, but thank you so much. I have been in Upper Chesapeake Health System for quite some time now and have had amazing opportunities to grow and develop under amazing leadership there and serve our community in very meaningful ways. They've been very supportive in me providing opportunities for our community and to serve our community both at the front line and behind the scenes. I'm lucky enough to have my two mentors here with me today, Heather Beauchamp and CEO Elizabeth Wise, and also my loving husband who has supported me throughout the years and let me get up at 1 o'clock in the morning and go into work or whatever needs to be done to be able to serve our patients and their families. So thank you so much. I will continue to serve with grace, and I'm proud to live and work and raise my family in this community along with our amazing other recipients of this award as well. And I'm just grateful and blessed, so thank you so much.
Congratulations, Stacy. I would now like to welcome Susan Eitenauer of PK Law and the 2023 Athena Leadership Award recipient, Dr. Andre Mountain Campbell, founder and director of Mohar Mental Wellness, to the stage for presentation of the Athena Leadership Award.
Thank you, Monica. It is my pleasure to be a part of the program today, celebrating all the amazing leadership of the women and women-owned organizations of Harford County. PK Law supports the Athena tenants and the Athena Awards, and would like also to congratulate the student scholarship recipients of the Athena Leadership Scholarship, because we understand the value of investing back into those who are passionate about the community. Thank you. We have a great deal to celebrate this morning, and it is an honor to have the opportunity to announce this year's recipient. This year, we had 4 outstanding finalists who truly embody the qualities of Athena International. An Athena Leadership Award nominee is an established leader and mentor who assists women in reaching their full potential, demonstrates excellence, creativity, and innovation in their business or profession, devotes time and energy to improve the quality of life for others in the community, exhibits the spirit of regional collaboration, serves as a role model and mentor for young women personally and professionally. The 2024 recipient of the Athena Leadership Award. This finalist is a champion for philanthropic efforts who has her eye specifically on empowerment. She is a leading example of the Athena leadership model. She lives authentically, builds relationships, and fosters collaboration. Her dedication and proven track record have earned her a variety of community awards. Through community involvement and strategic public relations, she has lifted the public profile of her company. She's a proud board member for the Boys and Girl Clubs of Harford and Cecil counties, and recently became the chair for the Harford County Commission for Women. Please join me in congratulating a truly amazing women leader, Stacy Rebert, Assistant Vice President, Marketing and Corporate Communications for Harford Mutual Insurance Group, as the 2024 Athena Leadership Award recipient.
Wow, good morning. So glad I woke up this morning. Thank you to my wingman, Eric Rebert. He had to speak here today, so I just followed him out the door. Thank you to the committee for the recognition. In preparation for this possibility, I had to remind myself of Athena's story. In Greek mythology, she was not only the goddess of war and wisdom, but also the goddess of peace and handicrafts. You heard me right. Handicrafts. An interesting dichotomy, but sounds like most women I know. Fiercely defending families and friends while brokering peace deals between their employees and siblings. Giving knockout presentations to the company board, then cutting paper valentines for 30 kids. Leading a march on Washington to protect reproductive health care, but making sure everybody on the bus had a snack and a drink. When I look at the list of the 29 past honorees since 2002, including the Athena Young Professional Award, I realize how lucky I am to have worked with or be friends with almost 20 of them. From nonprofit boards to work projects to committees, even my book club. I am drawn to these amazing women from all professions of varying ages, diverse political perspectives, and definitely different taste in book genres. Tomorrow in this very room, but at a later start time, I will be back on this stage as my role as chair of the Commission for Women for Harford County. I will read aloud the incredible academic and civic accomplishments of a dozen young ladies from Harford County Schools, 7th to 12th grade, as part of our Leading Women Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow event. I will stand in awe as I showcase their activism for equity, their compassion for the marginalized in their community, and their commitment to academic success. I have also been mentoring young women in high school and college going on 10 years. Like the young women we will honor tomorrow, my mentees have shown me their boundless dedication to put good in the world, their ability to juggle intensive school schedules with jobs and volunteerism in their communities, and a few, their courage to break free from long-held cultural or familial expectations and obligations to forge their own paths as strong women in today's society. Just knowing these young women exist in the world makes me sleep better at night. That today is better because of the girls they are, and that tomorrow will be better because of the fully realized women they will become. I've intentionally surrounded myself with women like the previous Athena honorees, like those accomplished young ladies, like the women in my book club, because they make me better. I learn their stories and how it has shaped who I have come to be. They teach me fortitude, they teach me empathy, They teach me grace. I believe it's then my responsibility to turn around and lend a hand, get out in front and hold the door, be deliberate and make a connection. Wit and wisdom, war and peace, strength and vulnerability, and yes, handicrafts. We are all Athena. No one gets anywhere alone. Thank you to all the amazing women who have helped me be better. Thank you.
Congratulations, Stacy. Stacy, I'm sorry, please stay on the stage. Should have read that script before I let you go. Could we also ask the Athena Organizational Award recipient, Laurel Bush Family Dentistry, and our Athena Young Professional Award winner, Stacy Garson, to come back up and join us? This morning, we are pleased to be joined by a few of our elected officials who would have proclamations to share. As they make their way to the stage, I would also like to mention that although they could not join us, members of the House, Harford County delegation of the House of Representatives have also sent along proclamations celebrating their success. Representing Harford County Executive Bob Casserly is Tiffany Stevens, Human Resource Director, County Council President Pat Vincenti. I'm looking for him. You can come up. Officials come to the stage to present your proclamations, and award recipients, please stay on the stage for the photos.
All right, so good morning. I am Tiffany Stevens, Director of Human Resources for Harford County Government, here on behalf of the County Executive, Bob Casserly. And on behalf, we're excited to celebrate these amazing women and the outstanding community organizations. Harford County is a special place because of them. And because of events like this, here we come together to recognize women who give back and lead the way forward. We all stand on the shoulders of those who came before us. Today's honorees are building a better world for our children and our children's children. Thank you for all you do, and congratulations.
Well, good morning. It's always a pleasure to be here at this event. It's one of my favorite of the year. And as I always say, surrounded by strong women all of my life, my mother first, Jeannie over the past 50 plus years, and she sends her congratulations to the finalists and the recipients as well. Kelly, great to see you. Appreciate your comments here today. And again, it's a pleasure to be here with so many, as Dr. Felder says, strong and fearless women. Samantha in my office for the past 7 years. I don't know what I could do or whether I could do this job without her or not, but I'm going to let Councilman Bennett read because I left my glasses at home.
And I can confidently say, as a career kindergarten teacher, I know nothing but powerful women in my world. And, and I just want to reiterate, when you look at those nominees, so many that I know dearly as friends, to even be in this room is an honor, but to be standing on this stage is a reflection of your impact on the community. And I know everybody in this room appreciates the powerful women that make Harford County a livable and happy place. And so for their exemplary leadership and assistance in the advancement of women in the professional community and overall service and dedication to the citizens of Harford County, we as a county council celebrate and recognize you this morning. So thank you.
Whoops. What's that? Oh, it goes that way? All right, I'm going this way.
Ladies and gentlemen, one last round of applause for our finalists and the 2024 recipients. Let these inspiring women serve as a testament to the power of ambition, dedication, and unwavering belief. Their stories are just beginning, and their impact on our community will echo for years to come. That concludes our program this morning. We hope you will continue to visit the Athena Organizational Awards finalists at their table around the room. Finally, before we close, we must say that Harford Community College has the best alumni and friends. We'd like to thank Richard and Charles Bauer of Flowers by Bauer for providing the beautiful flowers on the tables. Each table will have a lucky recipient of your table's centerpiece. Please check the back of your program for a star. Thank you again for being with us. Drive safe.